Well, I've just done a night. Had a 29 and lost a similar sort of size fish this morning. Incredibly blowy through the night, ridiculous. Yeah, it's died down quite nicely at the moment. I think it's supposed to pick up again later. I've got up early. Well, I was planning on getting up early, but the take that I've just dropped helped me get up a little bit earlier. Actually sort of try and get the rods a little bit better on the spot where I want to have them. And yeah, what we've got, let's go tinker around with this side. I don't know this side too well. There's a little bit of willow hanging out there. I've got a bait on the edge of that. The bottom feels a little bit better. A little bit further out along, you can see where that hanging branch is. Another big tree that comes out, there's a gap there. I only assume that the reason why there's hanging stuff down is someone's stuck some line in the tree and it's trailing in the water, so I'm going to try and keep away from that. The other bait is basically in line with that tree out there actually. It's quite handy because there's some lights there in the night. And yeah, it's not too far out. That's where I've had my 2 takes from so far. So, which is quite impressive really. It's not a bad morning. I'm quite pretty out there actually really. Seriously do with a lot of sleep, I must admit now. Let's see how we get on. There's not many people when I arrived here, I don't think. There was a guy opposite over there, you can see a little white dot, and 2 guys to the left of me on the other point, so technically 4 of us. Couldn't believe it when I got down here. Couldn't believe this swim was free, so sort of dived in here as half thinking about going to the airfield late, to be fair actually, I must admit, but it was quite late when I got down here. By the time I set the bivvy up, because I needed to do that first because of the bad weather, I basically run out of light really. It's not too bad. I've fished this swim before, so the left hand rod was fairly straightforward, but the right hand rod wasn't that easy due to the weather conditions. I've had nothing off that at the moment, so you'll see me putting everything on the left hand side, sort of maybe second night or something like that. Maybe out for 3 nights, don't know yet. I'll just see how things progress and go really. Out a night earlier than I should have been because of the weather conditions. I wanted to get out here because I thought it was worth being out here. Clearly was. Had one, lost one. And we'll just see how we go really. I need a bit of some coffee and caffeine at the moment. Wake me up a little bit. So it's I'll have a snooze later on today, I think. It's quite nice with the winds like this. I need to check the forecast really. I think it's supposed to be sort of gusting from the west, which I think is really in my face really, so there's a possibility I might have to move my bivvy slightly. Then it's swinging around to the northwest, which means I'll have to move it again, so I might just have to leave it here, bolt it to the ground, and hope we're okay. But it's just, you just don't get much sleep, you just get a little bit battered. And not lack of sleep isn't good for fishing, I must admit. You've got to be on your game, keep things going. There you go. Anyway, I shall put the video of the fish I caught last night after this. I couldn't do a video when I got here last night. It's pitch black by the time I set up. You wouldn't have heard a thing anyway. The roaring of the wind was incredible really. Should have done a couple of seconds I suppose, just for a laugh. Anyway, first morning update, and we'll see how today progresses. What a beautiful morning. Look at that jump. Windy conditions. Prototype of the bait. Spot wind. Just under 30. 28. Maybe 29. Way, something like that. That's all good. Get back. Well, lunchtime update. I've had a little bit of I've baited up some spots now. Got my bait out in the areas I want them. Got everything all sorted out. Myself settled down. Had a nap for a couple of hours, which I think I need to get through tonight. My things are hopefully going to be. With the wind last night, I just had no option but to have a nap. You can see the swim better where I'm fishing now. The wind's now pushing well and truly on back in here onto this bank, very similar direction from where it was doing last night. So that is, I think it's how it's going to blow now for the most of the weekend. It's quite strong. It's nice to have a bit of sunshine. I think we've got a bit of there's a bit of white rain coming in. I can't remember if it's coming in sometime on Saturday afternoon or Saturday morning, but we are due some rain. Not today, I think. Might get a little bit overnight, but who knows really. But there you go. Anyway, it's another update. Hopefully things will change and catch a few more carp. £37 chunk. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh. Oh, happy. Turn it round for you, shall we? Yeah. Oh, beauty. Absolute beauty. Look at that. Gorgeous beast. Love it. Oh, let's get it back to the lake, shall we? Fabulous. Well, here's the morning update, guys. As you can see, I had a nice 37 earlier on this morning. The wind has died down a lot. It's quite good. Unfortunately, the rain has turned up already, really. It's a bit of a wet one today. Didn't really think it's going to arrive that early. Put a bit of thought whether I'm doing a third night. Or do I go and spend some time with the family? Don't know. Got a fair few hours to think about that one. Yeah, the way things are going at the moment with the fish, and it's only one of the spots producing at the moment. There's always an option to move the other rod, or just sit it out and leave it there. Wait for another big lump to come along. To see how it goes, really. There's less wind, I think, today. There's a bit of wind coming in tomorrow morning, which is not too much of a problem. Sort of blow dry everything if I do stay. If I do stay, I might actually just have to pack up and go early tomorrow morning. Spend a day with the family. I do feel it's a viable option, I must admit, with the way the fish have been coming out, and this area's produced quite, some good fish. I do think next weekend it's going to have to be a mop beggar weekend, because, well, it's the last weekend of mop beggar. Just have to go on there and see how it goes, really. But there we go. Early morning update. Maybe catch another fish in a little while. Don't know. There's a few people arrived to set up after the try and get here and beat the rain. So we can do, really. Just have to see, wait and see. There's a few fish sort of topping and rolling along that line I'm fishing, so still be in business. Have to see. There we go. Another nice little 20 for the collection this weekend. 30 pucker. There you go. Love it. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Well, as you can hear, the rain's settled back in again. Been like this most of the afternoon now. I've seen a few carpy signs along the where I've been fishing. I've stuck the head out. Haven't seemed to have picked any up yet from that. I was thinking I would might. No, I've had another one by now. Clearly a bit of action there. Head and shouldering going on at one point, but I've seen a camera hook bait. See the door's half down. Sheltering away. Hopefully tonight and tomorrow morning we'll bring one more, or maybe 2 more fish would be nice. I'm going to stick it out for a 3rd night, I think. Definitely got to be worth a go. Conditions as it is, the weather's actually going to get a lot better. The rain's going to stop, it's going to be past. So I feel there's a fair chance of catching the fish later on this evening and possibly tomorrow morning. So I think it's worth another night. Conditions as they are, the pressure as they are, so definitely going to stick this one out. Anyway, I'll catch up with you hopefully another fish video, and I'll update first thing in the morning. There we go. Been feeding the blackbird this morning. Seems quite happy. Gotta keep the wildlife there, don't you? Guarding the roads out there. Hear the rain. Right, it's about 7 o'clock now. Absolutely nothing at all overnight. Now I'm wondering, should I have gone home obviously. We love fishing so much. It's like being out and about, don't we? Just quite happy that I'm out and about. Have a few boilies and a bit of pellet to eat. As you can see, it's very wet and damp out there. You can hear it on the roof. Bivvy, which is mostly down at the tree, to be honest with you. It's only been fine rain, no real wind. Direction of the wind's changed, so it's only pretty flat calm here. Look out around there, see the wind over there. That is well, that is that really. Very nearly time to pack up. But the guys over there have had a few fish, so they'll be happy. And I've had a few fish, so I'm quite happy as well. I've been looking through my records and I've feeling the common of that is a personal best, which is really chuffing this morning, I must admit. Double checked a couple of things, because I couldn't quite get onto my logs and everything, because the internet was playing up. But yeah, feeling pretty good about that. Getting the blackbird around now. I've been around all the time now. The odd kingfisher whizzing by, the odd robin, dunnock and wrens and things. It's nice sitting watching wildlife. It's always nice to feed them as well. There you go. That's the morning update. I'm off in about an hour because I think I better get home quite early. Spend a day with the family, it'll be quite nice. And I'll catch up with you soon. If you're on the bank, good luck. And yeah, fingers crossed for next time. airfield lake's going to be next time. Definitely going to have to go for that. Anyway, see you all then.